Okay, folks, welcome to the September 30th, 2024 Parsons Field Select Board meeting.
Thank you.
As usual, we'll start with our town clerk report.
Okay. We wrapped up today the 2024 tax bills, and they're all ready to be sent out. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of them that have helped. Gloria, my mom, and Sue came in, and Jen, and we got it done in a day and a few hours. So
Very good.
really went really well. There's a total of 1,778 tax bills, property tax bills, and 84 personal property bills. So the commitment will be signed on Wednesday, October 2nd. The 2% discount period is good until October 31st, and the principal amount before interest is due December 2nd. So after Halloween and after Thanksgiving. Interest will start December 3rd. If you are wondering what your tax bill amount is, you can give us a call, but we cannot accept payment until that commitment is signed. So. Town office will be closed Monday, October 14th for Indigenous Peoples Day. Will the select board be having a meeting?
At this point, we don't think we will meet that week. We can discuss it a little more during our meeting.
Okay. The November absentee ballots were delivered this morning. So anyone who submitted a online or phone request for absentee or filled out a form, we will start sending those out tomorrow by mail. You are welcome now to come in and vote absentee when the office is open. So get that started. We did have a couple emails about the tire drop-off. I did see it on your agenda after the fact, so there was a concern, is it residents only, or can seasonal people participate if they have a camp or pay taxes to Parsons Field?
And we're still discussing that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have an answer before the end of our meeting. Were both emails about that?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I meant to come in at the workshop, but it was just a crazy day, so I'll discuss it now. The website. We have a beautiful website that is ready to go, that Deb Miller put a lot of time into. That has since expired, honestly, because I have not found the time to work on transferring it over and working with Deb. So with that said, I am asking if there is a possibility that we could, I would like Deb Miller to take over the website. And she said she would be more than happy to. I feel that it would be a paid position. Basically, how I foresee it is we would give her the information. She would work on transferring over the existing website to the new one she has built. And from then on forward, we would basically send her the agenda, send her the screenshots from the shopper's guide, all the information to put on the website. If we see any edits, like, oh, Deb, can you make this stand out a little bit more, it would be directed to her. That would free up that task out of our office, so we could spend, or I could spend more time on financials, record keeping, stuff that is more time consuming. I love doing the website. I do enjoy it, but I feel like it's kind of gone off the wayside because I'm just so busy with everything else that I want to spend time with and improve, I guess. So I'm asking if that could be up for consideration.
Yeah, certainly. My initial concern, though, is what happens if Deb isn't available.
Yep. I think there would be a backup, basically, and our office would be the backup.
Okay,
But the major stuff, like for instance, we've got all the tax bills ready to go. And
Yeah.
I've started it, I haven't completed it because it's just so busy. So essentially send her the PDF, put the tax bills online,
yeah.
and that
yeah.
way we'd be more efficient, we'd have stuff there earlier, better. I don't know,
Yep.
I just can't see how this would be a better option for us, I
Mhm.
guess. People look at it a lot, I wish I had more time to spend on it, and I don't.
Yeah.
I know,
Or we
you can't do everything. Web.
Have you approached her about this?
We had a conversation this morning.
Okay.
And what started is that the website that she built has since expired. It's still there, but we need to renew it. And she says, what are your thoughts? And then we got into the discussion on the time and this, and would you be interested? And she said, absolutely. She has built other websites for people, if anyone wants to check them out and consider, look at that a little harder. I think she's a resident, and she's very good at what she does, so I
Yeah.
just think we should.
I would be curious to look at some of the others that she's done. I
Okay.
mean, without sounding too negative, we kind of felt in general that the website didn't really jump out at us. And
Yep,
so I'm curious to see what else she has done.
okay.
So-
And Aaron, you haven't had a chance to even look at it, have you?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay, so maybe you can review the whole thing and see
Yeah.
what you think?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll send that to you and up for discussion.
Didn't you say that somehow the test website was out there?
Yeah, I was searching.
I mentioned that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was searching for something and it popped up, and it's the one that popped up was very unfinished, and
Yep.
so I don't know if it was just like a draft of the website or what it
Yeah,
was.
it
So
shouldn't have popped up, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yep.
interesting.
yeah.
I did mention that to her, and she says, geez, when was that? And I said, I don't know when you checked it or whatever, so it shouldn't have popped up for a Google search,
Yeah.
so. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we can discuss how we're gonna pay for it if we decide to go this route. Gotta think about that.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want Deb to come in and talk to us again or anything, or maybe after
I don't know
we?
that there's a need at this point.
Okay.
I mean, if Danielle has had a conversation with her and she's willing, then I don't think we need much more than that.
Because we have talked to her. She did come in at one
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So I'll send that off to you guys, and you guys can even look at the website.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
discuss
I'll do it
other
again,
links
too.
to send
Okay,
me,
yeah, great,
and Bring it up.
all right.
That's all I have. I was curious, I did see the email chatter on the DOT from New Hampshire, the survey at Province Lake. Did that show anything different other than the center of 150, or Province Lake Road?
That's pretty much what it showed,
Yeah,
right?
somewhat, but
Yeah.
the road meanders a little, and the
Yeah.
border is a straight line, so it actually kind of goes from the Maine side to the center to the New Hampshire side, and it's hard to get a true feeling about whether there's more in Maine or more in New Hampshire, but I don't think it's, my guess is they will accept it as being down the middle of the road.
That's interesting. It's
Yeah.
nice to have.
Yep.
with
Yeah,
her.
it is. Yep,
That's really all I have. The tax updates are at the bottom. I did send you the detail,
Yep.
and I've been
Thank
meaning
you.
to put the balances at the bottom just so we have a paper copy. That is all I got.
very good.
Can I ask you a question on the follow-up issues?
Yeah.
We talked about the water test, that we're gonna do that.
Okay.
On the online assessing information,
Yep,
it says we received a quote from Trio, O'Donnell's, and CIA
we did.
Technologies, and that is for just an online assessing program? Oh, okay,
Basically, it would be a link on our website, and they would host the assessing information. So if, instead of contacting us for a property card,
okay,
they would go online and either get the property card or all the information on the property card.
okay.
On our website.
Doesn't concern assessing or revaluation or anything like that?
No.
No.
Okay, okay.
It's just access. Yep. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have reviewed and approved the agenda for today. signed the minutes from last week. Okay, bills to be paid this week. Total, are you sitting down? $178,301.75. So it's one of those big weeks where we're paying, actually, it isn't the school. I was going to blame the school. It's the York County tax, which is $132,000 and change. And then just our oh, no, Debbie and Danielle did do the social services from our town meeting. So a lot of things there.
Early this year.
Keyser Falls Library, Rec Council.
Oh, good.
The two snowmobile clubs, Red Cross, and so on. You can look in town report at the warrant and see what those all are. And it is also a payroll week, so there's almost $9,000 in payroll being paid. So we'll now sign that. That's the one that we're supposed to sign in the meeting.
Okay. Do you have a different amount on your agenda?
I do.
I do.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't include the payroll.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't
Okay.
have the payroll when the agenda was done. Okay, so now I have lost my agenda. My agenda hanging onto the back of that folder by chance?
Well,
Just yours.
just mine. Do you want mine here?
This one?
No, she's,
Okay.
yeah, either way. Thank you. All right. So, we just finished approving the bills that will be paid next week. Did we rerun the cannabis ad, town meeting ad?
Thank you. Yes.
Did that went in?
Yeah, it went in.
Okay, great. So I will bring that up since we're here, October 3rd, which is Thursday at 6 PM. We have a special town meeting to vote
It was,
on
it was
the,
actually in the
Oh.
folder. Yeah.
okay, to vote on the adult use cannabis ordinance, which we have had a public hearing on and a lot of discussion. That's again at 6 PM on October 3rd. None of our monthly reports are here. Planning Board has a workshop on October 2nd, which is Wednesday, and their next meeting is October 16th. Okay, we got an email from the town of Cornish about the Sockby Rescue annual meeting. And quite frankly, we don't remember that happening in the past. I'm sure it did, but, so they're looking for suggestions of when and where. And,
Do you want to wait until see what someone suggests?
well, yeah, we can wait a little bit. I mean, they're considering November sometimes, so, we've got a little while there.
Their meetings are on Tuesdays also?
Cornishes, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a public hearing at 6:30 tonight on the new general assistance ordinance that is basically the state, excuse me, the state's ordinance, but we have to adopt it. And we have to have a public hearing. Anybody and everybody is welcome to be here. That's at 6:30 tonight. We will pause our select board meeting at that time, have the public hearing, and then go back to our select board meeting. York County Assessor's return, we need to sign. That is agreeing with their assessment amount for the town. That's that $132,000 that is on the warrant for this week. Okay, our workers' comp renewal application. Again, Debbie got some job descriptions straightened out, and I guess some people were categorized incorrectly. And got percentage for wage increases. And I believe we'll be all set on that now. I guess I'll wait on that. Okay. The 2024 tax commitment, as Danielle mentioned, will be signed on Wednesday. We are going to continue our meeting after we've paused it and come back to it. We're going to continue it to 12:30 on Wednesday the 2nd to sign the commitment. That's the formal paperwork that says we are committing the taxes. Danielle mentioned the due dates. I'll mention them again. The 2% discount period lasts through the month of October. Taxes are due on December 2nd, and after that, interest will accrue at a rate of 7%. Okay, we have appointment sheets for the Elijah Fox Trust Fund. And these are all the correct terms, right?
Mm-hmm.
25, 26, and 27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are appointing 2 of the Piper Trust Fund board members and the Piper Trust Fund Secretary Treasurer to be the 3 Elijah Fox board members.
They want to come in sometime and sit down.
Yes.
Okay.
And emails and,
Okay, good.
this is awesome.
Yep.
All right, there's one.
So who's gonna, contact the company?
Well, that's a good question. We kind of talked about how does that work? Maybe it has to come from.
You're gonna need some
There's
information
one?
from these.
Yeah, from the board members? Sorry.
No,
Okay.
Yeah,
Stuck
they're
in the
gonna need
folder.
This is
contact
right.
information. I think because these people, I don't know if they're formally bonded, but the company that has to, that takes care of the funds needs to make sure that they're not going to abscond with money inappropriately.
We need to know that too.
Pardon me?
We need to know that too.
Well, yeah,
Right?
yeah, obviously. We're putting our faith in them.
Right. We know where they live.
Yeah, we know where they live. Okay, we have a time off request for some health issues that I have signed. The 3 select board members will be covering this office starting on a week from today. And if somebody can remind me, because I don't have it in front of me, what our coverage schedule is. I know that you and I will be here Monday.
Right. And I'll be here Tuesday, you'll be here Wednesday, and you'll be here Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Should I get that on my calendar? Okay. And we're down to the tire drop-off. I'll start with the easy stuff. Folks, I need to say this loudly and clearly. There is a limit of 8 tires per either person, or pardon me, per resident or taxpayer, and we're not sure which it is at this point. We need to make that decision here. All right, and no rims, okay? We have taken rims in the past, but it's gotten too expensive. So, sorry, but if you have tires on rims, we cannot take them. All right, so we need to finish our discussion about taxpayers versus residents.
Let me just say too, that if somebody is not a resident, but is a property owner, they would come with their tax bill, correct? How are they gonna show us that they are?
Yeah, I mean, yes,
We
they
have to
need
have
something that shows that they are taxpayers.
Okay,
That and an ID that matches.
that matches it,
Yeah,
okay.
all right, so are we saying taxpayers?
But I think we would need to say residents and taxpayers.
Residents and taxpayers, right.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
In order to make sure that it's,
people who rent,
we're capturing the right
right.
people.
yeah, yeah.
Let's say
And-
no commercial.
Yeah, there's no commercial. These are for passenger and light truck tires, folks. And, you know, we have been very lenient in the past. We can't do that anymore. It's just too expensive, okay? So, you know, you come in with a whatever, 30-inch truck tire, we're not going to take it. And I know you'll be upset, and it may cause some sparks, but we cannot take them, okay? And we cannot take rims, period. Thank you. Okay, so we are accepting taxpayers and residents, and 8 tire limit per.
I'll make a motion that we do accept taxpayers and residents' tires, 8 tire limit.
Second.
Okay. All right, all in favor? Not sure we needed that, but we'll take it. Thank you.
Can
Okay.
I just add that not to drop off tires prior to?
Oh.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
a couple of those too, and they
Yeah.
lingered.
They-
Yeah,
that
no
was-
early or
yeah.
late drop-offs,
Right.
folks. We're open, we're here, what, 10 to noon?
9,
9 to noon?
that's what the ad says,
Okay. Yeah,
but there were tires here early last year.
yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but we have security cameras and, anyways, what time is it? 6:22. Don't let me go past 6:30, please. Okay, school bus will be using Randall Lake Road for school pickup and drop-offs. I guess they didn't last year. So, the Mark Fisher who plows that will be notified, make sure the school bus turnaround is plowed. There was a problem where somebody was parking in the turnaround, and we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, and the proposed state valuation for 2025. I have to admit, I have to look and see what that is, because I don't know. State valuation.
I think I looked at this once in determining a grant, kind of a grant we would get, so. And it was based on state valuation.
352 free.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
352,300,000.
Where are you getting that?
Last page.
Third page, proposed 2025 state valuation.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so they're proposing our valuation is 352,300,000 for next year. We'll have to look at that.
I was gonna say, I don't know what it is this year, so I can't give you the
Yeah,
percent
yeah,
increase,
that's why
but,
we need to look
yeah.
at it. Yeah,
And this is just a proposed valuation.
right, I'm sure we can talk to them about it if we don't feel it's appropriate.
You have a timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feel it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's it for the agenda items. Jen, what you got?
Let's see, we had a request from the bus company to smooth out Mountain Road. I did talk to Maya about it. He said that with the dry weather we've had, it's almost impossible to keep that at a smooth level, so.
Interesting, I was over that yesterday, and it didn't seem bad to me at all.
I didn't think it was bad when I was on it either.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, Mountain Road is extremely rough. I'm wondering if somebody could smooth it out, so that was just a request from the Ledgmere Transportation. I did talk to Maya. Talking with Maya, he says that there is a plan to start on Cram Road paving on Friday. from Shaw Brothers. So I asked him to let us know for sure so we can put it maybe on the website, just an update and FYI. Cram's going to be paved, so,
Sure, I
okay.
guess, yeah, I would
Yep.
really need to know, yeah.
All right.
I don't think he's gave us a copy of the quote yet, has he? I don't recall. taking the quote.
No, this is the one where he got it for like $1,900
Yeah,
less, so,
we should have a copy for email.
okay, sounds good. And I've been working with Maya and FEMA on the April 4th storm. We're meeting again, we've been meeting weekly for hours. Maybe that we wrap it up on Thursday. When I say wrap it up, that means it gets submitted to all kinds of state and federal agencies, and then they come back with whatever information they need more of, so. But moving along, moving along. We had our fall climate fair Saturday. It was pretty well attended, I think 23 people. SMPDC is working with us on that. It came down to like 4 ideas for climate mitigation. Solar panels was one, improving sidewalks in town was another. The other 2 didn't get a lot of votes, so I can't even.
Heating.
Heating was one, heat pumps were one,
Yep.
and then there was one more. But solar panels definitely took a win over everybody who voted for what they thought would happen. So the next process is Southern Maine Planning and Development Commission will put together the results of all that and what the possibilities are for us as a municipality to go forward with solars if we wanted. I'll just say that what I would really like to see, if we go with solar, we can use the grant from SMPDC to also get other grants. If we were to put in an array that was, the size that CMP could hook up into, I do know that in Maine, we would be making electricity, selling it to CMP pretty much, and they would be buying it from our solar array. And if it's possible, if it somehow works out, you get checks from CMP for the electricity that you've generated, and maybe that could offset taxes. And depending on the size of the solar arrays, it could be sizable.
So, that's different than what I recall then. And that is that you could bank power that you generated over and above what you used.
Well, we wouldn't be using, my thoughts are that we would not be using any. These would be solar panels that generate electricity that go into the grid, and we get credit for all that electricity that those solar powers are generating, and the money comes back to the town of Parsonsfield.
Yeah. See, then you're a power generator.
Right.
And that's a whole nother.
It wouldn't-
Oh, okay, find
Okay,
out about
yeah.
that, but I think that may be something that is out of our realm.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Let's see. I did ask you that question about the assessors because we did get a quote from O'Donnell's.
Yes.
Right, and I emailed an assessor that Cornish uses. I can't pronounce his last name. It's Konczal, like consul. But he just did email me back about he would love to meet with us and talk about what it is he does, and he says time is opening up for him and that he might be able to schedule it. So
Okay.
if it's okay with you guys, I would email him back and say, let's set up a time.
I would say sooner rather than later.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What did we schedule for 5 o'clock next week? I forget. We just scheduled Andrew's coming in, Andrew Yale.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, if he could do 5:15 next week,
sure.
that would be wonderful,
Okay.
I think.
Oh, one more thing too.
Yeah.
I've tried to get in touch with Spectrum about increasing the internet access here in town. We did hear that 86 more homes are going to be wired in. She won't tell me where, and I have a phone call because I'd like to actually talk to her about it on the phone, but she hasn't called back yet. So in the works.
Good,
Yeah.
okay. All right, is that it, Jen?
Yes.
Okay, before we move on to Aaron, it
Oh,
is 6:30, and so we're going to pause the select board meeting and have our public hearing for the GA ordinance. The GA ordinance, as I mentioned earlier, is really, let's see here. I mean, it's, the state And the important thing is that it sets maximums for what can be paid for housing and other things. And the numbers have gone up a little bit from last year, not as much as I might have guessed, but I guess they took a jump probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's by county, so ours might be a little higher than we might expect because we're grouped with all of coastal York County. But still aren't unreasonable. I mean, just to give you a sample, a 2-bedroom home or apartment without heat, the maximum is $1,347. With heat is $1,544. So, you know, those, you can't get a 2-bedroom anything for those numbers, so it would not cover the full amount that people had to pay. So, are there any comments or questions? No comments or questions. Very good. Anything you guys want to add, or nope?
Does our reimbursement go up? Is that included?
No,
Nope.
same.
Okay. Darn.
Yeah. Okay, very good then. I will then close the public hearing, and we will, or I will entertain a motion to approve the state GA ordinances, Appendix A through H.
So moved.
You have a second?
Second?
All right. Any discussion further? All right, all in favor of approving those? Very good. All right, thank you. Now we'll move on to Aaron. What you got?
Yeah, reach back out to the rec council. They're meeting tomorrow, so I'll know a little bit more next week in terms of our offer of the gymnasium and t-ball field. So they'll let us know a little bit more about how the insurance works and sort of the nitty-gritty details there. I reached out to a couple more companies to get a quote for a gate for the salt shed on Skokas. We had the one quote from Gorham Fence, so I wanted to kind of give us a few options to look at in terms of cost, just to put a gate at the door itself with a couple of posts on either end. Went down there today, took a picture of the front, and there is, we had a question on whether or not there was an access door. There is a separate access door that we could leave, ungated or put a door on that we could use. And so
For residents to get.
for residents to be able to have access to be able to get sand.
I thought you were gonna build something outside. Sand,
Eventually, maybe.
so, like a doghouse type of thing.
I think if we're gonna, that would probably be the plan if we were looking to build a new building, just based on what we currently, using the building that we currently have, and so it's sort of a twofold. It's one, it's getting gate over the door so that it's not just open, and then getting the steel trusses, getting the cable to go across where the steel trusses are, basically keep the sides of the building from splaying out. And so, yeah, I've also got to meet with the contractor to get the sand kind of pulled back away from the walls, and then figure out if there's a better way for us to prevent that from happening outside of just, reminding them that we can't have that happen.
Yeah, I think we need to get our contractors in here because we need to talk about how much sand is being used. We need to talk about security at the sand and salt sheds, and it goes for both sides. So,
If I text them, they're pretty responsive text-wise.
okay,
If you want to set up a day.
yeah.
October.
Oh shoot. Oh yeah. See, the problem is next week we're pretty busy,
Right.
and then we got a week off. Or
What about the 21st?
yeah. Okay, why don't we say the 21st?
Okay.
And,
Workshop hours?
yeah, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
That'll work?
Did I give you Bill's information too, so that,
You did.
okay.
question. What's the difference between Secocas and Maplewood? Because Maplewood's pretty wide open.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is, right.
it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah,
The building itself
it
is.
needs to be secured.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, if the front end loader is disabled, I mean, turn the key and take it out, and it's parked in the doorway, then you're pretty much,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you know. So, yeah, I mean, you know, there were ideas of enclosing the whole area in a fence, and they were much more grandiose than I think we're probably going to end up doing, at least with this phase, as Aaron said. Yeah,
There's a gate. It's just at Maplewood.
At Maplewood,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
yeah. Okay,
But that was it.
that was it. Very good, thank you. Okay, let's see, I have a couple of things. You talked about reassessment, we did the GA, actually, maybe I don't have anything. We are going to adjourn to a time
Oh, yeah.
specific on Wednesday, that's gonna be at 12:30. So we won't formally adjourn this meeting when we're done. We talked about coverage here.
12:30.
Yeah. Personnel policy needs to be updated for our new CEO position, and other updates that people have mentioned. So that's something we need to workshop also. Maybe we could do that at 4:30 on the 21st?
Sure.
Okay, is that okay with you, Danielle?
Well, I'm sorry.
Personnel policy update?
4:30, the
Talk-
21st?
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
I know you had some input there.
Thank you.
Province Lake Road Survey we talked about, plow contractors we talked about. The last thing is our fiber connection to the internet. It is progressing. There's paperwork that I've been signing almost weekly. And I have not gotten a date yet for when they will contact us and start the actual physical process. But hopefully it's not too far in the distance. And as I mentioned before, we do need to talk about how that phone tree is gonna work.
Yep.
It's probably not that difficult, not that involved, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Would you call it a phone tree?
Well, we're gonna have an automated front end on the phone,
Okay.
and
Is that gonna be a workshop too?
yeah, if we have time, we could do it on the 21st, but we've got plow contractors coming in at 5, so we may not have time.
And this assessor, at some point, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe next Monday.
Well, that's dependent on when we get it installed too, right? I mean,
Right.
So
yeah,
if it's going to be imminently installed, then obviously it kind of moves up in importance.
yeah.
Right.
I think there should be a group
Yep.
discussion for sure on how that works, not just
Right,
Right,
us answering.
right.
right.
Yep. Okay, Jeff, do you have anything to add?
Just the tire situation. Is this going to be possibly our last year to do the tire pickup?
I don't know.
Now that Porter take tires, people can go to Porter to pay the price.
At Tri-Town?
Yeah, try down.
How much it charge?
I said Porter, I meant.
Yeah, I know, I knew what you meant, yeah. Let's see.
I don't know. I know if you go to Riverside, it's like $15.
Yeah.
If you go to Town Fair, it's like $5.
If you go to what?
Town Fair, you know, if you have your tires changed, a Town Fair tire.
Yeah.
It's less than $5.
Yeah.
Last time I think I went, it's $3.75 or something.
Uh-huh.
So now that Tri-Town's gonna take the tires, and
Well, we'll find out what they're charging, and that's a consideration then, yeah.
same thing with D-Waste too. D-Waste can go to Tri-Town. I mean, those two things will save other taxpayers money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a consideration, yeah.
we're not bound to bill him, right, for tires? Is it in a contract that he has to do the tires? Or is that extra?
Even if it is in the contract that he has to, we can say, you don't have to.
Okay.
And he would agree to that, I'm sure.
I don't see tires at Tri-Town.
I thought you said that they did take him at one of the meetings.
I think it would, we confirm it with them. I mean, if they take them, then I agree, Jeff. I think they might, we'd have to consider, not doing tire drop off here.
Right.
But, but if they don't take them, obviously, it kind of moot point at that.
I don't
Yeah.
see it in their fee structure.
So the fee structure is just construction material and no
Household.
personal rubbish?
They've got household items, they've got metals, they've got furniture, they've got mattresses, they've got sofas, toilets, insulation, all kinds of stuff. They don't
For
mention,
Parsonsfield only?
they don't mention tires.
All right.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
confirm that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Very good. So at this point, as I mentioned before, we are going to, let's see, we're going to adjourn to the time specific, and that time being 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday, October 2nd, when we will sign the commitment for this year's taxes. And we'll be back online, and hopefully I'll choose the right audio, and I guess we haven't had any complaints about no audio today, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to our convening of our last meeting. So, anyways, if you want, we'll see you on the 2nd at 12:30. If not, we'll see you next Monday at 6 p.m. Thank you very much.